Alrighty, welcome to another 4-on-4, maybe a little redemption. Yesterday opened a walk in Ruby and got crushed. But today, it's a new day, it's a new draft, it's a tinker. Yeah, I don't mind a tinker. There's a dismember as well, snuff out, snapcaster, converter, which is nice with tinker, though I'm not getting it back. But I don't mind first picking a tinker, passing, I guess dismember, maybe snapcaster, maybe something else, but nothing too exciting. This pack was just not that strong. All right, and second pick, nothing that goes with tinker. I mean, there's a Pirate Spellbomb. Obviously, I'm not going to take that. I think I might just Marsh Flats. Marsh Flats is good. I don't think I want to just snap off an Archon or Emberwild Captain. Those are the two best cards, I believe. But Marsh Flats is quite good, and happy enough to take that early. And then here, not a lot here either. I mean, there is a Toxic Deluge, and I do have a Marsh Flats. At this point, the tinker is kind of iffy at best. There's a Teferi, like a Titania, some duels that don't really do much for me. All right, let's just take a Deluge. Could be like a blue-blackish control deck. I mean, probably not even that. We'll just see what powerful cards come our way, because I think the tinker made sense to take. Marsh Flats made sense to take, and then I look at this pack and there's just nothing pulling me in a specific direction. The most directional card I have is Tinker, but I haven't seen any cards that go with it yet. So that's fine. We'll keep that on the back burner. Take a Deluge to go with our Marsh Flats and keep things open, I suppose. Okay, now there's a little more action. Reprieve, Thopter Foundry, Teferi are all pretty good. There's also a Chromatic Star, which does go with Tinker, but I don't want to... Basically, I don't want to move in on Tinker while taking like enablers like Star until I have at least something to tinker for. I kind of want to just take Teferi. Teferi's pretty good. I'm always generally happy with it. There's a chance the Thopter comes back. Oh, Kappa Cannoneer, probably will take that here. Kind of like an Esper Tinker style deck. There's a Raffine's Tower, but Cannoneer is good to tinker for. On the other hand, I could take Raffine's Tower. There's also two other Esper lands. No, I'm just going to take Raffine's Tower. I don't really have the support for Kappa Cannoneer at all yet, and I haven't seen much in the last couple packs that have made me think there's a good reason to go down that road. Maybe I do end up wanting Cannoneer, but this looks like, if it plays Tinker, this looks like one of those decks that has like 5 cheap artifacts and a big artifact to get, is not a 16 artifact Academy style deck. And here, hasn't really gotten much better. There's a Temple Garden, there's a Fairy Mastermind, which if you take out the Tinker, the Fairy Mastermind could be okay in this spot, though I'll keep the Tinker in play for now. There's a Zurin Orb, which does go well with Tinker in a sense, same with Relic, and I do like a Spiked Quarter / Torture Pit. Let's just take the Fairy Mastermind. Maybe it'll be like a little blue-black mid-range here. I'm not really sure. It's not like the only packs where I didn't take like the best card is, you could argue Archon versus Marsh Flats. I think in the beginning I'd rather have Marsh Flats, which is why I took it, but Archon is pretty powerful. These last couple picks, I guess Hero of Bladehold and Spiked Quarter and Figure are the best cards. So some red-white stuff. I'm not sure if I should be taking those either. Now there's a Wrath. They came from the pipes. There's a Silent Hall Creeper and Time Warp. So they came from the pipes, makes 2 manifests and then draws you 2 cards for 5 mana, which is pretty good. Sir Ginger, the best card in this pack, I think, is Namesticker, but I'm not really in a position to take that. Silent Hall Creeper looks pretty good in this deck. 2 mana, can't be blocked, and it draws a card, then it gets 2 counters. All right, I'll take that. This would be a Fallen Shinobi style deck, maybe. Oh, Roaring Furnace, Steaming Sauna. So 5 mana is you draw an extra card every turn, and 2 mana deals damage to a creature equals the number of cards in hand. There's also Portable Hole and Marionette Apprentice. I guess there's a Torsten. I mean, Marionette Apprentice does set up for Tinker. That's not nothing. So does Portable Hole, though, and Portable Hole is just a kind of a nice little early play. All right, I'm gonna bin the Tinker for the time being. I kind of feel like it's not really materializing, but this could be like an Esper mid-range deck. I think those decks tend to play pretty nicely. Oh, Snapcaster? All right, I will take Snapcaster. I don't have much to go with it yet, but I'm in the colors that it's good with, and I think it is the best card left. Raugrin Triumph is also pretty good, but I already have a Raffine's Tower. It doesn't look like it does too much more for me. All right, and here, there's a Pyrite Spellbomb. It doesn't seem like, maybe there were very few artifacts. Maybe no one was taking them. I don't know. But I'm going to take Prismatic Ending. It's great with Snapcaster. It's great just as an early play. I really do like the card. Oh, Teferi, Hero of Dominaria came back. I like Vindicate too, but this looks like it could be a real good Teferi deck. And there's an Elite Spellbinder. I mean, there's a lot of cards that I would actually be interested in. So I'm in. I don't mind where we've ended up, even if it's obviously a little rough bidding the first pick and then not feeling like I have a direction for the next couple. Unfortunately, Dismember's gone, but I'm hoping to get another cheap removal spell for Snapcaster, or a couple. Swords to Plowshares, anyone? Ooh, nice little Thieving Skydiver pickup too. And Leyline Binding actually looks pretty great here. I just feel like I already have 3 colors, and it wouldn't be too hard to get a few more. And even with 3 colors, this is still an instant speed Oblivion Ring. That's not too bad. All right. White definitely seems open. Oh, last pick Wrath? I kind of wanted that the first time. Okay, well, Hero of Bladehold doesn't look like it fits too well in this deck, but I actually like how pack 1 ended up going. It was a slow start, but getting kind of hooked up in the latter half of the pack really is important. Oh, Snapcaster Mage Time Walk, anyone? Oh, right, we are doing it now. Having to pass a Polluted Delta, sad. And this pack's probably not good enough for Sheoldred's Edict to wheel, but, you know, these are all irrelevant complaints in the face of opening Time Walk. All right, now that we have Time Walk, it's so good to open Time Walk for so many reasons. Among them, it just gives you a really good direction. And now, for example, instead of wondering, you know, do I want to take a Xander's Lounge or a Badlands or a Lotus Petal, I'm just going to take Preordain to go look for Time Walk, and it's go to Snapcaster. I mean, Preordain was probably the pick here regardless, though there is a Fatal Push. But I just wanted to say that I like opening Time Walk, I guess. Here there's a Dak Faden, which is very strong in this kind of deck. So there's also a Spelljacker, though at 5 mana, I don't tend to prioritize it. Maybe I just take Meticulous Archive. It's pretty nice to have a Surveil land. I am going to be pretty heavy blue-white. I'm passing a Dak Faden. I have a Thieving Skydiver. That's not a big deal. Whoa, this pack's got the heat. Emrakul, Subtlety, Jace, Zagoth Triumph, Psychic Frog, Natural Order? I'm going to take the Frog. Frog is so busted. I do like Jace. It would be great with Time Walk, but I think Psychic Frog is way too powerful to pass up, and maybe I'll get something back. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cards I really want, and let's see. So I just need 4 other cards to be taken in front of one of those. So Natural Order's 1, Emrakul's a second, maybe Sarah Paragon, maybe one of these green cards. Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to wheel anything, but I'm happy to take Psychic Frog, and now pretty happy to take Miscalc. That's exactly what this deck wants. Passing a Mawlock and a Grist, those are pretty strong. LED, but the first time ever, I will not be taking LED. A little bit of sanity here. I like Imperial Seal more when you have Time Walk, but I'd rather just take Miscalc. This deck really could use some 2-mana counters. There's the Sword, there's a Vaultborn Tyrant, there's a Lightning Bolt, there's also a Dark Confidant. This actually doesn't look like the best Dark Confidant deck. It could be a Narset deck. I've got Time Walk, a bunch of Planeswalkers. I mean, Splashing Bolt is not completely unreasonable, especially with Snapcaster. And I've got a Fetch Land and a Leyline Binding. Maybe that Badlands or Xander's Lounge will wheel. Yeah. That being said, maybe I do just want Bob. Bob is pretty good. All right. I just don't like Narset that much. I feel like unless you're draw 7 comboing, it's just not the kind of card I'm usually looking to put in my deck. And then here, there's Unidentified Hover Ship, which I actually like quite a bit. There's an Urborg. There's Overlord of the Mistmoors. Oh, that's a nice one with Time Walk. There's a Bone Shards, which that's not the removal I really want. I actually think I'm going to take Overlord, making me regret this Dark Confidant pick a little bit. But Overlord with Time Walk is strong. Also just put some stuff on the board, and I've got some sweepers. I don't know. I had a pretty positive experience last time I played with this card, so I think I will try that again. And then here, ooh, there's the Fallen Shinobi. I've been looking for this because I've got Psychic Frog, Thieving Skydiver, Silent Hall Creeper, Fairy, Mastermind, as well as Snappy and the Overlord tokens. All right. I don't think Overlord of the Balemerc's really what I'm looking for. All right, Dark Confidant, you're out. I guess I could have taken a Narset here. I'm not that broken up about it. Really what I could have done is just taken a Lightning Bolt and seen if the mana worked out, but I feel like that's not super likely to occur. Yeah, this looks good. I could use more removal. I do have, Portable Hole, Prismatic Ending, Toxic Deluge, Wrath, Leyline Binding. I'm actually doing okay. I do want one cheap removal spell to flashback with Snapcaster. I have Prismatic Ending, but it'd be nice to pick up like Shealer's Edict, Infernal Grasp, Fatal Push, all of which are in these packs. Oh, Celestial Colonnade. Oh, welcome back, my friend. Finally, I can be in a spot to take it. There is an Overgrown Tomb. Hold on. There is an Overgrown Tomb. The reason I mentioned that, there's a couple things. One is Leyline Binding. It'd be kind of like a free forest. The other is Tamiyo and, well, I guess Eternal Witness is double green, but mostly Tamiyo would be really good with Time Walk. But the thing is, this is such a good Colonnade deck. I should just take that. Oh, and here there's a Relic of Sauron. I like that with Time Walk or with like Miscalculation. Just any basically powerful 2-mana plays. When you can go Relic into 2-mana play, it's really good. And Relic with Time Walk is just absolutely obscene. So yeah, Dark Confidant, you're out. You're out. Late Pentad Prism too. I guess the Tinkerer stuff just wasn't there. And then here, this is not so much a Winds of Abandon deck. This is at its best in like aggro decks where you don't care about giving them a land and wiping their whole board and attacking with everything is good. I don't mind passing a Coveted Jewel. We're not doing the Tinker thing. I'm going to take Spara's Headquarters. It's a lot of tap lands. Now I have 4, so I don't want any more, but it's a green land for A, the Tamiyo I just mentioned, and B, the Leyline Binding I just mentioned, which I think is safe enough, especially since it is a tapped blue-white land, which I have some degree of interest in regardless. No one took any of the green cards, Displacer Kitten or Tri-Wolf Flames. So it goes. I guess Teferi Displacer Kitten could be something. Relic Displacer Kitten. All right. I'll take that. Currently not in. I guess I'll just take the Upheaval. It's a little too dangerous to pass, and then don't mind passing a Bazaar. All right. I mean, if we're taking requests here, I guess I wouldn't mind a little Mox Sapphire, though. I would accept a Mox Pearl or Mox Jet. If we're honest, I would accept a Mox Ruby or Emerald as well, but they wouldn't be my first choices, you see. And last pick, Ramen Up. Sure. It's not doing much for me. Okay. Going into pack 3, I think this deck is looking really nice. I guess my actual wish list would be an untapped blue-white duel, Miscalculation, or sorry, something like Mana Leak. I already have Miscalc, but like Mana Leak or Counterspell, and Swords to Plowshares or some other removal spell. You know what? I said I'd accept Mox Pearl, and indeed I will. I saw the Mox Diamond, and I'm like, well, that's a Mox, but nope. Mox Pearl it is, and this Displacer Kitten just got better because now Displacer Kitten Teferi Pearl's infinite. Also, Displacer Kitten Overlord is a pretty big game. All right, well, slamming Mox Pearl, passing Animate Dead, Mox Diamond, Fire Covenant, Gitaxian Probe, bunch of stuff that doesn't really matter for me. I don't think I'm getting anything relevant back here, most likely. And here we've got that Mana Leak. There's also Spell Pierce, Othari. Ocelot Pride is very good. Overlord of the Flood Pits. Ooh, maybe this one will come back. Don't really want a black-white tap land all that much. I just don't want more tap lands, but I'm happy taking Mana Leak. Mana Leak is exactly what this deck is looking for. And here, ooh, there's a Sneak Attack, there's a Palace Jailer, and there's a Metamorphosis Fanatic. This card's kind of cool. 6 mana, 4/4 lifelink. ETB returns a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield with a lifelink counter on, and it has Miracle. This is a pretty cool card, but I'm easily going to take Palace Jailer and Hope. Lingering Souls comes back, though I would take a Stern Scolding as well. All right, Palace Jailer, another good card. Good with Time Walk, good with Displacer Kitten, just good card in general. Really would like more untapped lands. I got the Counterspell. I picked up a Mox, a Counterspell, and a Palace Jailer. This has gone great so far. But, you know, while I'm here, a Tundra or Hallowed Fountain would be quite the gift. This pack has the Skull Clamp and a Johnny Mondo combo. There's also a No More Lies, which would be really nice in this deck. There's Nowhere to Run, which doesn't work with Snappy so much. There's a Loran as well. I mean, the strongest cards here are like a Johnny and Skull Clamp. I don't think I'm supposed to take No More Lies here. If I wheel it, that would be fantastic, and there's a decent chance of it since like Big Teferi wheeled. But I just think that taking No More Lies is like the sort of pick you could make in an 8-player draft. In a team draft, you should just take one of the more powerful cards, most likely. I just don't know whether I'm supposed to ship a Johnny or just take Clamp. Was Clamp good in this deck? It's good with the Overlords. It's good with Fairy Mastermind, Snapcaster, Skydiver. I also think Clamp is just the best card there. I just don't really want to pass it that much. Here there's Mystical Tutor for Time Walk. Yeah, I don't really like Mystical Tutor all that much here. I guess it gets Wrath or Time Walk or maybe a Counterspell. There's also just Council's Judgment. I really like that card. I don't need another tap land all that much, so I'm just going to take Council's Judgment. And then now there's a Mind Twist. Finally, there's a Portal to Phyrexia for my Tinker. That's that ship's long since sailed. Sakaran Infiltrator is kind of cool. I think I'm just going to take Brainstorm. I've got a fetch land. I've got a Snapcaster. There's also Mind Twist. Maybe this is the spot for Mind Twist. I do generally tend to avoid this card. No, I just don't want another expensive slow card. I don't know. It's just not what's good. Oh, Oust is great. I'm slamming Oust. Oust is exactly what I've been looking for. All right. So now I'm passing Grief and Gristlebrand to go with that sneak attack. I don't even know if I'm going to play this Skull Clamp, honestly. It's good on, I guess, 4 of my creatures. If I get Lingering Souls back, I'll be a little more into it. Because right now, this is 15 lands plus Mox. I mean, I actually still have to cut a card here. So I will keep that in mind. I kind of was hoping to pick up like one more cheap creature, but that has not happened. Oh, and here there's a scrub land. Yeah, I will take that. I could use more mana. It doesn't actually help with the Marsh Flats so much, and I guess I know now we're not getting a Tundra. Shame. But I'll take that. I kind of feel like the blue-white fixing, it ended up all being tap lands in this draft, which is a little unfortunate, but still feeling pretty good about this. So, yeah, nothing too interesting wheeled here. I mean, I like Pillage the Bog, but I don't think I'm splashing it off Aspara's headquarters. I guess I'll just hate the Simian Spirit Guide. I kind of think that's the strongest card here, funnily enough. Well, I said I didn't want more tap lands, but I think I will still take Shadowy Backstreet over, like, Usher of the Fallen. Feldstalker Warlock is also not crazy, but... Oh, Usher would make Skullclamp a little better. Hold on. Is there a chance we'd want to do that? No, Usher just isn't... I'd rather just not play the Usher and maybe not play the Skullclamp, though. I might play Metamorphosis Fanatic. I also have Brainstorm to help set this up. Pretty nice. I need to cut a couple cards here. I could cut the Leyline Binding. That is extremely cuttable. Everything else I like a fair amount. Displacer Kitten, let's see. Oh, it is also good with the Metamorphosis Fanatic. That's funny. Oh, the No More Lies didn't come back, but Kitesail Larcenist did. I like that with Fallen Shinobi as well. Yeah, maybe I'll just cut the Metamorphosis Fanatic. Keep the Larcenist. What black cards? I have Deluge. Maybe Necron Deathmark. There's a chance I might want that. I mean, there's also... there's a chance that... could I tinker? No. There's a chance that I want a heavier black kind of setup with... Oh, Toby is interesting. If I wanted to get Skullclamp going, Toby could actually work. All right, let's go build this. There's some decisions to make here. All right, so right now, I think one of the things I can do here... I didn't get any land cyclers. I want a lot of blue and white lands and some black. Probably, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I could get 2 swamps in, I'd be pretty happy about the situation. And 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So if I do this, this is 17 lands, well, 16 plus Mox, and this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 white. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 blue? No, that's not going to stand. So I definitely have to take out at least 1 white for a blue and probably a black for another blue. That leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black sources plus Relic of Sauron. Yeah, what I think I actually want to do is maybe just play 1 more land, and that does mean I'll need to cut more cards. I could actually sideboard the Skydiver. I know it makes the Fallen Shinobi worse, but I still have Fairy Mastermind, Silent Hall Creeper, Snapcaster, Psychic Frog, Larcenist was a new one. Larcenist on that one is also kind of nice. Though, maybe I actually just don't play that extra land, because I do have Brainstorm, Preordain as cantrips. And I have like Silent Hall Creeper, Cycling Miscalc. I just have a bunch of ways to draw extra cards. And this is 10 white, is that right? 3, 9, 10, and 11 blue. And then not tons of swamps, but 4 black sources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 black sources plus Relic. All right. I guess I'm okay with that, because I really like Deluge and Psychic Frog and Shinobi. I think they add a lot, and I've got some fixing that makes sense. I could just cut the Leyline Binding. It's a decent removal spell, but I have a lot of them. I want to fetch not Spara's headquarters a lot of the time anyway. I guess it is good with Displacer Kitten, but I think this works out pretty nicely. All right. And there is like the plan of Skull Clamp and Toby and Thieving Skydiver, but I don't think I want that. And there is a world where I maybe put in Heavier Black, but I guess I don't have my fixing. If I'd got like 2 more lands, I think I would have been more inclined to do that, but I think as is seems unlikely. I'll add some extra swamps to the sideboard just in case I do kind of want to go that direction, but I don't think it's going to happen. All right. This looks pretty good. I mean, I opened a Mox and a Time Walk, but last time that happened, I went 0-3, so let's improve on that, shall we? All right, time for round 1, playing against Jake here, and I like this hand. I think I lead with Rafine's Tower, with my plan being turn 1 Rafine's Tower, turn 2 Brainstorm, and then play Meticulous Archive as a way to surveil a card I don't want. It basically locks in Surveil as a +1 card. Or I'm definitely surveilling a card I don't want to see. Okay. Turn 1. Hope it's just an aggressive card. Okay, good, because Toxic Deluge will be nice here. Relatively soon, I would imagine. Okay. Little FOMO action. Oh, Fairy Mastermind. Well, I don't want to do that because I think I'm going to Deluge. What do I want to get rid of? I get to get rid of 1 card. I could get rid of either Larcenist or Fairy Mastermind. I don't think I want to get rid of any of the lands, Preordained Council's Judgment. So I think it really is... I mean, there's a small chance I could get rid of my 4th land, but I don't think I should. I think I'm actually going to get rid of the Fairy Mastermind, which means putting Deluge on top, then Fairy Mastermind, and then surveilling away the Mastermind. What I really want to see is another creature this turn. If not, I could maybe fire off a Council's Judgment, I guess, or a Kitesail Larcenist. Okay. I think I'm just going to Council's Judgment the Mox here. I mean, if it doesn't resolve, it doesn't resolve, of course, but looks like we might be playing its blue-red tempo. Yeah. Spell Pierce, sure. I think that is fine, because, again, it makes this Toxic Deluge next turn pretty appealing. All right. What is this? Mox into a Chandra. Whew, okay. Yeah, it's all going kind of poorly, because now Chandra is going to be pretty annoying, because now I wish I had that Fairy Mastermind. Oh, Time Walk is interesting. Let's start with Preordain. Let's see what I hit. Displacer Kitten. No, I don't really want that. Put both on the bottom. Land. I think I'm just going to pass here, because what I want to do is set up a Time Walk plus Kitesail Larcenist plan. Though I wonder if I should have just cast Deluge here. But I kind of wanted to either leave Miscalc up or cycle it. Let's see what Chandra does here. City of Traders. Geez, okay, I guess I won't be able to Miscalc most likely. This is without using Chandra. Okay. Into Torture Pit. Yeah. Okay, at least it's not... Oh, it's the other way. I see, because it's going to deal 4 damage now. Interesting. I thought my opponent was going to make Devils, but no, they did Torture Pit. Okay. And this is... Oh, it's whether to cast Rabble Master or not. I take 4 down to 8. All right, well, I'm going to cycle Miscalc, and I really would like to hit a land here. Teferi, Snapcaster Mage. What to do, what to do. I really need to find a land. I think I'm going to play Teferi. I don't like my spot at all, but I'll bounce the Torture Pit because it costs a bunch of mana land. Man. I didn't even put a land back, like mill a land off Brainstorm. I was like, I should keep all my lands, and I just cannot find the 5th land here. Well, I'm at 8. Yeah. I still think I'm pretty screwed here. Honestly, if Jake just goes make Devils and then +2 Chandra, +2 mana Chandra and flip the Torture Pit, that would be pretty bad for me, but I guess this will fine. I go to 4 and now I go to 2. Well, if he has drawn anything, I lose, but if not, I've got some potential. I mean, Time Walk is a wild card. Like I can potentially get myself, oh, it's hitting the Teferi. Okay. All right. Some more lands here would be really nice. Now, let's go Larcenist. Larcenist the FOMO. Time Walk. And now, on my turn, now there's a land. I'm at 4. I mean, Snap Time Walk really doesn't do much for me here. So, I think I just snap Council's Judgment the Chandra. And I mean, well, hold on. I could kill the Torture Pit. That actually is probably what I have to do here, and then attack Chandra down to 5. I mean, I'm dead to so many different things, of course, but I don't think I could beat 3 Devils that each die and deal 3. So I think doing this, I mean, and hoping. Chandra can +1. Could also -3 on the Kite Sail Larcenist. But oh, Firebolt. Yeah. All right. Oh, what an unfortunate game. It's just like all my games now, I feel like. Okay, well, let's go to game 2. Leyline Binding can be good against Chandra. Thieving Skydiver is definitely coming, and I saw 2 Moxen. The Portable Hole's a good. Deluge. I mean, Deluge is good against them. That was a beat. All right, I'm going to take the kitten out. There's too many ways to kill it, and I think that's probably fine. All right, well, on the play this time. All right, this is a very solid hand. I think I lead on Shadowy Backstreet. No reason not to start the surveilling now. Sure, a Council Judgment seems good. Because I got turn 2 Spar's Headquarters plus Oust into turn 3 Council's Judgment. Jake leads on Mox into a creature. All right. Play Spar's Headquarters, pass the turn. Next turn, kind of hoping to see a Mox. Oh. Geez, okay. Well, I hope I can oust this, but I guess I can Council's Judgment regardless. Oh, hit 4 mana, not 5 or 6. Okay. Into Emerald Captain. I get the Monarch now. Yeah. All right. Well, let's go. Oh, that's nice. That is pretty nice. Okay. I'm just going to get a Scrubland here and cast Council's Judgment and kill the Emberwild Captain. Because I want to use my mana. And now if I draw a land, I can go Palace Jailer, take the Monarch, kill your name sticker, and that would be pretty good. I've got Oust plus Skydiver as well. I just didn't really want to oust either of their creatures with ETB abilities. That didn't really seem like it was productive. Land would be really nice here. Getting to Palace Jailer name sticker would be awesome. Well, I mean, I guess Palace Jailer and something else would also be good, but either way, casting Palace Jailer would be something I'd be into. That City of Traders probably has to go, which is nice, because that at least is a little bit of an advantage for me. And really just want to draw a land next turn. Alternately, if Jake plays a Mox here and I get to Thieving Skydiver a Mox, I wouldn't mind that, though obviously that doesn't involve me taking the Monarch back quite yet. All right, what do we got here for 2 mana? Something good we gotta play. All right, Rabble Master. Rabble Master would be pretty annoying actually, because it would make this Palace Jailer play a lot harder. Like, I would still get to Jailer the Rabble Master if I wanted to, but Reckless Stormseeker. All right, I don't love it, but I can accept it. And are we replaying? Oh, we're not playing a land. All right. I drew a 4-drop instead. All right, well, I'm going to cast Thieving Skydiver. I mean, this is still okay, but I do need to draw a land, and drawing a 4-drop was horrendous. Even it's a good 4-drop to cast, but I still need to... This is still not looking great if I don't draw a land here, because now my hand is 4-drop, 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 5-drop. How many expensive cards do I even have in this deck? I decided out the Jailers. Yeah, I've got 2. I guess I have 2 uncastables left I could still draw, so I eagerly anticipate doing so. This is probably going to have to prompt a City of Traders trigger. Yeah. Too many cards in hand to not just start playing lands. I assume that I'm getting like Firebolted or something along those lines. Maybe Chandred. Oh, Pyroglyphed. Yeah. Oh, that's such a bad one to Palace Jailer too. So I guess I probably won't, huh? All right. All right, land. Okay, land is something, because now I'm going to get Overlord out. I don't think Palace Jailering there is a good idea. And now I really need to find... Time Walk would be awesome, because I could go Relic into Time Walk. I'm going to take some damage here, but next turn I'm going to get to Palace Jailer, and I don't even have to attack to take the Monarch here. All right. So what I think I'm going to do actually is just double block the Pyroglyph, take 5 down to 7. Because I think killing the Pyroglyph is good. And then I can Palace Jailer the Reckless Stormseeker. Okay, land. And then that, it at least lets me take the Monarch. And I get the Stormseeker out of the way. All right, all right. Maybe we've got a shot here. I don't have that many instants, so there's not much I can draw here that's going to do too much. If I can find Time Walk, I'll be in really good shape. Larcenist isn't bad, because I can go Relic into Larcenist. Of course, now the Mox comes down after the Skydiver is long since gone. But Time Walk would also let me get this Overlord in as a blocker. I mean, I'm assuming my Palace Jailer is going to die. I'm going to take 2 down to 5. Stormseeker is going to come back in. But then on my next turn, maybe I can go Relic into Larcenist or something along those lines. If by some stretch I don't end up losing the Monarch this turn, that would be great. But I don't think that's the most likely. Okay. Rabble Master. Yeah, I guess. Do I block? Yeah, I guess I block the Goblin token. Go to 5. Lose the Monarch. Stormseeker comes back. If there's another play here, I'm in lots of trouble. Seems like there is too. I mean, turn two getting the Monarch means you got a lot of cards in hand. Oh, okay. Bankbuster is not the end of the world, though. It actually is still kind of annoying. Land. Relic. Because I was going to go Kite Sail Larcenist on the Reckless Stormseeker so I could attack with Palace Jailer. But if I do that, then the Reckoner Bankbuster just gets crude. Oh. I'm getting subtlety. Narset? All right, yeah, Narset looks great in that deck. I'm dead, right? I can block, yeah, all right. Well, cool. Alrighty, time for round 2. Yeah, I will keep this hand. I'm on the play. I guess I'm going to go turn 1 Brainstorm And then turn 2 Psychic Frog. It's pretty hard to imagine mulliganing a hand that has a turn 2 Psychic Frog. So I think I will attempt not to do that. And Utopia Sprawl. All right. Naming green. I think I'm going to wait on the Brainstorm. Getting the frog out here is going to give me an opportunity to maybe draw a card. The deeper I get before casting Brainstorm, the better. The Brainstorm lock is when you cast Brainstorm like looking for a land and you don't hit it, and then you don't have a way to shuffle. So obviously if this frog gets killed, that'll be pretty bad for me, but hopefully that's not the case here. Let's see, playing as red-green beats. Yeah, Psychic Frog is one of the best cards in the entire cube. If you saw the recap of BK's 64, or the finals he made of the Cube Worlds, he drafted a really good red-green beats deck and lost really badly to a turn 2 Psychic Frog. The card is messed up. Toxic Deluge also pretty great in this matchup. Okay, Nature's Lore. Go get a forest and put it into play. Not even tapped. Temple Garden, Volcanic, and 4/4 Territorial Kavu. There we go. All right. Well, let's just attack. I'll discard 3 cards to eat that thing. All right. I'll draw. I'm going to Brainstorm here. Okay, I hit the land, so let's just put back, I guess, Deluge. Sure. It kind of doesn't matter too much what the order is, because I'm going to Time Walk. I'm going to draw again. And then I don't really want to Deluge that. I think I'll play Silent Hall Creeper to try to look for another land. I could have waited on Time Walk. I guess I actually should have. I don't know. No, it's close. So the upside to waiting is it's a lot stronger if I have more creatures in play. The downside is if this Kavu gets dealt with, it makes, or this frog gets dealt with, the Time Walk does not do much. All right, planes. How do I do this? Can Deluge for 4. If I attack with Psychic Frog, they just block with Enduring Vitality, I imagine. Is that even good for me? I don't think so. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack with the Silent Hall Creeper and just draw a card here. Land would be really nice. It's just incredible. I just cannot buy a single thing. All right, well, let's discard Displacer Kitten. Discard Portable Hole, I guess. And discard Palace Jailer, and then cast Toxic Deluge for 4. Pass the turn. All right, well, I still like my spot. I've got a 4/5 Psychic Frog against no creatures in play, and it's, again, not very easy to kill Psychic Frog. Birds of Paradise. Okay. We're getting there? All right, a tap land's still a land. Let's attack. Take it. An untapped land would still be nice. Oh, Snapcaster Mage? Okay, so that means now, as long as this turn doesn't go completely poorly for me, I get to snap Time Walk. And despite having a little trouble finding lands, it's okay. I actually think we're still winning. So I guess my complaints are unwarranted, given that. But don't really want Skydiver. Toby is actually a pretty big blocker. But if Toby itself dies, then the beast might get stranded. There's also just Leyline Binding. I don't really think I want that. I have a lot of removal in my deck. I think we're doing okay here. I don't know. Maybe I just take out Displacer Kitten for Leyline Binding, actually. I think that's decent. All right. Game 2 on the draw here. Psychic Frog was just incredible, that game. I would not have come close to winning that game if Psychic Frog wasn't there, though. That was a big part of why I kept that hand. This, I think, is keepable. It's obviously a little bit slow on the draw. I'm hoping to draw a Mox or a 1-mana play, a Portable Hole or Prismatic Ending. Well, a Fairy Mastermind is at least a 2-mana play. Ooh, 4 mana on turn 2? Natural Order. Okay. To Torsten? Atroxa? Prime time. All right. Yeah, I guess I'm probably not going to beat a turn 2 prime time. I guess if I drew something this turn to get rid of it, it'd be helpful. But, well, I can go Fairy Mastermind into Council's Judgment. I mean, I guess the Natural Order and the birds are 2 cards down. So, ultimately, my opponent's going to end up getting 4 lands. Spending 3 of their own cards and getting 4 lands. Oh, turn 2, prime time, turn 3, Goldspan. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I probably wasn't beating that with most hands, though had I mulliganed into a Prismatic Ending or a Portable Hole, then yeah, I guess I would have killed the birds and maybe this wouldn't have gone so badly. But next turn, I mean, none of those are lands that do anything. They have 10 mana in play and I have 2, so that's cool. Well, look, if I go turn 3, Council Judgment to prime time. Next turn, draw. The turn after that, draw Time Walk. Oh, there's the Time Walk. Okay, so now I go Council's Judgment. And then Relic plus Time Walk. I don't have an answer to the dragon yet, but, you know, I'm hoping at some point to get one. I'm going to attack with the Fairy Mastermind because, I mean, they have an Ancient Tomb out. Part of the way I win this game is damage, I suppose. Psychic Frog could actually block a Goldspan Dragon. It's just kind of funny. They literally have 6, 10 mana, 12 mana. So any sort of spells and I just lose here. Also, if they have no spells, I might still lose, but spells will definitely make that even harder. Territorial Kavu, land. Okay. None in our play. All right, Preordain is reasonable. Let's attack for 2 here. Land, play Relic, cast Time Walk. Okay, Time Walk, like I said, a good start. Now, if I get a Fallen Shinobi here, oh, Leyline Binding, okay. So right now, Leyline Binding costs 3. I mean, and Teferi costs 3, so I can Preordain, which means I'm probably going to want to Marsh Flats first. I could get a tapped land if it spars Headquarters exactly, because that makes Leyline Binding cost 2. Yeah, that's probably fine. Because now this costs 2 and Teferi costs 3, which means I can Preordain here. Miscalculation, Overlord. Okay, I do want the Overlord. I'm not going to do it this turn, but Teferi... Bounce Territorial Kavu. Okay, I don't need to play the Pearl. And I'm at 5 now. They're at 11. I actually think I will wait on attacking. I'll make it look like I'm going to chump here. Mostly because I'm worried about other haste cards. And this could mean the Fairy Mastermind gets killed by a removal spell. Oh no, I did let Goldspan tap for more mana, but I didn't think that was too big of an issue. What is this spell? Oh, Green Suns for 4. Okay. It might not be Goldspan that I'm getting rid of here. What is going on here? Oh, okay. All right. And... yeah, I guess I'm going to get rid of the Questing Beast, so I guess I'll let that Goldspan attack me. Let's go Leyline Binding on Questing Beast. The Questing Beast, I think, is more of an issue because I can't block Questing Beast with the tokens, whereas I can block the... And they might not play their Territorial Kavu because of Wrath, though. Oh, they're playing a different thing instead. What is this? Pest Infestation. They just have it all. Incredible. Okay, I guess the 2 cards in their hand were Fracture Identity, Pest Infestation. Thieving Skydiver didn't look spectacular. All right, I'm ready to roll here. All right, on the play, I would like to go first. Okay, I like this hand. I'm going to lead on Colonnade, and then turn 2, I can Preordain plus Prismatic Ending. Yeah, clearly the way to play this. Maybe snipe a bird, not get into a situation where they have a turn 2 gold, Titan, turn 3 Goldspan. I almost came back too. If they didn't have the Pest Infestation, I would have played the Overlord. I'd have a 6/6 and 2/2/1s facing off against Goldspan, Territorial Kavu, and Fairy Mastermind. And that would have actually been decent. All right, opponent mold to 6 here. I kind of want to see a turn 1 bird or Utopia Sprawl, so I can Prismatic Ending it. Oh, I didn't really want to see a turn 1 Mox, but I really like that they played it out. You really don't want to do that unless you're using the mana. If they have a way to use the mana, that's one thing. Oh, no, they just... Oof. That was nice. All right, I'll bottom both these lands. Into another land. I would like to find a cheap creature. They probably don't have anything to play there because they didn't with the Mox on turn 1. Come on, let's go. Let's just go to Fairy +1. There's some amount of risk when it comes to a haste creature, but Questing Beast costs 4. Didn't see anything like that. Oh, instant speed Wrath is actually pretty nice. Because now I'll get to pass, and if it's a Questing Beast, I'll Wrath it. If it's something like 6, 6 plus no plays. Okay. Let's bounce it and cast Shinobi here. If I hadn't drawn 2 more lands, I would have I'd maybe drawn a creature, I'd obviously waited on Shinobi, but I think I just have to run it out. Nature's Lore. Okay. Can get a volcanic, or not a volcanic, a trop. And no blockers, plus Teferi's in play, so they can't play anything. Oh, baby, let's get in there. All right, Fallen Shinobi, let's go. Questing Beast, Territorial Kavu, yeah, that plays. +1 Teferi, play a land, pass the turn. I guess I could have hit with Colonnade too, but I kind of felt like if I was hitting with Fallen Shinobi, then that was just going to be game. I assume this is just game now. All right, we got a match. My team is now 1-5, so we are getting shellacked, and at least I got a match. I swear, if I 0-3'd with this one, that'd be it. Channel over, no more cube videos. That's not true either, but it was getting to me. All right, let's get to our last round. Let's try to finish strong. All right, time for round 3. Playing against Salvado on blue-black with Thopter Sword. So I don't have whatever. I have Council's Judgment, and I will side in the Leyline Binding and the Thieving Skydiver. Yeah, Skydiver is going to be great here. Let's see. It's just play Rafine's Tower and pass the turn. Yeah, Currency Converter against my kind of do-nothing draw. Wish this was the Prismatic Ending instead. Can get me, but I've got some good stuff. I've got the drawing a Miscalc was nice. At some point I have Brainstorm. I got a Snapcaster to buy back the Brainstorm or Miscalc, or maybe the Oust. Okay, well, Probe does make the miscalculation a little worse. I actually don't mind it too much. My hand is... The Brainstorm is going to give me a bunch of new cards. Snapcaster just rebuys. I'm not... The main card that Salvado could play around is Miscalc, but that even has Cycling, so it's not the end of the world. Let's see what he does with this time here. What you got, Luis? Forest. Okay. Meticulous Archive. Well, I'm probably just going to cycle Miscalculation here. I don't know. He's going to use Currency Converter. I guess we'll see what he does next turn, because this is the turn where using Converter costs 2 mana. Next turn, it's actually free. You just tap it and or put back whatever you converted. Yeah, sure, a Shieldred's Edict. The one thing that's annoying about Probe is because he got to look at my hand, he now can Currency Converter away cards like Shieldred's Edict that he knows now aren't good. So yeah, Probe was pretty good there. Didn't discard a land notably. Usually in the early game, you kind of want treasures, but we'll see what Salvado's doing. Oh, no plays, no land, nothing, and doesn't want to use Converter. Interesting. Okay, yeah, this makes more sense. Discard another spell. And if he's got land, he's got land. Next turn, Yeah, I think I've got a cycle here. Problem is he's just not going to play into it, and there's not too much that will make him, like, it won't stop him from doing too much, especially if the converter is generating mana. Though I guess at this point he can't really discard a land because he doesn't have a land in hand, so I'm assuming. So if you drew a land off the converter, of course you wouldn't discard it. So we'll see. All right, Smuggler's Copter, certainly. Well, cycle miscalc. Because also, while he's struggling on mana, I'd like to find a way to do something. Oh, you know what I found? I found a Teferi Time Raveler. Look at that. Let's reset some converter action here. Oh, he has force? Oh, okay. Dang, that was going to be really good. Well, I hope it doesn't have a discard spell because I would like to get this Time Walk going, though Teferi was going to be amazing there. I mean, Salvato's missing land drops all over the place here, so I'm not like complaining, but I thought that Teferi was just going to kind of be the game ender. Like, imagine if I bounce the converter, he doesn't get to make tokens off of those cards, and next turn he didn't draw a land, so he just get converter past the turn with 1 mana up. Would have been devastating. Found a land here, though, as I can see. Oh, into Mox, okay. Imprint Bone Shards into Thopter, yeah. What do we do here? I think I'm just going to start with Brainstorm. Okay. And I'm going to, here, I'll put Time Walk here. Oust on top, Meticulous Archive, get rid of this Oust. Pass the turn. I needed an untapped blue there to have a better turn. I still get to do some stuff. Let's see. What's this? Shieldred. Okay. That's fine, because now I'm going to take 5 here. Play a land. I'm just going to Deluge for 5. I think, yeah. Kill the Shieldred. And then Preordain. Island and Overlord of the Mist Moons. Sure. I think that's actually acceptable. It's going to make a token end of turn. I can run into problems if he has Sword now, but because the Deluge was at least a decent answer to that. Oh man, what's he doing now? Entomb? Oh, for the sword. Okay, so now what I'm going to need to do... He's got no cards in hand? All right, we've got some action here. So let's go... Impending. Make 2/2/1 flyers. And... Time Walk, because I don't really think I can give him 2 turns of Thopter Sword. Takes a counter off. Now I can go Larcenist. Target the Thopter Foundry. Just going to sack the Chrome Mox, I guess. And just going to Thopter 3 times. If he draws an answer to the Larcenist, of course I lose, but I think I can beat the... I mean, he knows about the Snapcaster. So I think I can beat the 3... It's going to be 4 tokens here. And then I'm going to play Psychic Frog and Colonnade this turn. All right. And I could also, at some point, I could Snapcaster Deluge as well. That is an option. No, I don't think I need to do that. I think things look okay here, especially with this Overlord coming out soon. Wait, what happened? Didn't I? Oh yeah, that's a treasure. I thought that's still in play, and for a second I thought I just didn't do it. All right, so he's got Converter, so he can find more stuff. And I'm hoping he doesn't find a removal for the Larcenist. Probably can't kill it this turn because of Ward 1. Discard a land. All right, and then on my turn, he doesn't have attacks here, I wouldn't imagine. And what am I hoping to find? I guess that's a good question. Really? Really? Huh. Oh, wow. Really? This is odd. Okay. I guess I'm going to exile 3 cards from my graveyard. I'll do Oust, Miscalc, Deluge, I think. I think I'm going to get low enough life total. I'm just not deluging anymore. Block, 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 block. Let's see. Hold on, I'm at 11. He doesn't have anything. He's at 19. Wait, can I kill him? What if I don't block like this? Isn't this lethal? I can attack next turn for 7. Discard a card to Psychotog. That'd be 8 damage. Puts him to 11. And then yeah, all right. Well, this is weird. And then I take 6. Sure. Oh, he's got 1 card in hand. I see. Oh, Fatal Push. Okay. I think maybe we still are fine, though. Let's see. So if I go snap, do this. I attack for 6 down to 13. And then, yeah, no, this is lethal. Because, like, look, I can go Snapcaster Mage. On Time Walk. Time Walk. Discard a card to put a counter on this. Attack for 6, and then next turn Animate Colonnade, and I'm attacking for 8, 12, 13. Actually, could be even more. Oh, what a comeback. I didn't think that was going to happen. All right. Animate Colonnade. Attack. Discard a Displacer Kitten, and then that's 9, 13. Boom. Boo, Time Walk. What a card, huh? All right, well, Leyline Binding and Thieving Skydiver 100% coming in. Oust looked pretty bad. It is good against Shieldred. That's like the one thing. Deluge and Wrath, they're not amazing. This actually might be a matchup where Displacer Kitten's okay, though. I don't like Displacer Kitten. I feel like it rarely does that much. And I'm going to take out one of the sweepers. I think I take out the Wrath. Deluge could be painful, but I might be able to deluge a bunch of tokens and not my own stuff, which I think is nice. Okay, on the draw here. If I can rally to a 2-1, I'll be pretty happy, not going to lie. Oh, nice. A turn 1 Mox? Okay. Well, in this matchup, I actually think I do play a turn 1 Mox, because he's blue-black. It's more likely to have discard spells. Here, I mean, the hand is really reliant on this Mox, because I have... Oh, no. Oh, he has a Mox. Turn 1 Copter is pretty good. Oh, Thieving Skydiver. Amazing. All right, I'm going to play my Mox and pass the turn. This is going to be a beating. Depends what he plays this turn, too. It might not even... The Copter may not get crewed, though I think that's not super likely. Oh, no plays. All right, well, I'm going to get... I think I get Meticulous Archive here. I don't have any black cards, and I would like to find lands, so... I think that seems pretty good. I'm just going to go for this. I haven't seen much in the way of counters here. Stealing that Mox is probably pretty crushing. Thieving Skydiver is quite the card. Forcing it? All right, well, if you're going to force it, you're going to force it. I can't stop that. I mean, Forcible is a great card, but... All right. Let's... Impending the Overlord. This also... conveniently stops the Smuggler's Copter from attacking. Mana Drain? Oh, man. And he didn't have that last turn because he played a tapped Watery Grave. So he must have just drawn the Mana Drain. Let's see what it leads to. What do we got? What do we got? Mystic Confluence, draw 3. Okay, that is definitely something. Into Jar and Undercity Sewers. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess I don't really like doing this, but I'm just going to leyline the Jar. The Jar is the card I'm most scared about here. If he wants to Jar here, I can hit a land drop. That'd be nice. And this way, if I draw a land, I can maybe play Larcenist plus something else. I'm going to get hit by this Copter. Playing the Palace Jailer into... with a copter in play. Seemed like it was not a good idea. All right, well, Salvato's down to 3 cards left in hand. Let's see if they're good ones. And Thopter Foundry, yeah. All right, there's the land. Teferi doesn't do much here, does it? Because I'm getting now pressured by a bunch of stuff. I think I larcenist. Yeah, this is kind of sad, but I'm going to sack my Mox to play a Psychic Frog. I just think that Teferi and Jailer aren't doing very much for me right now, and Frog is actually a pretty reasonable play. He's only got 1 card in hand. Well, it's an expensive one. Echo Vions? Oh, Time Spiral. Well, I guess I'm glad I played the Frog, huh? I'm glad I killed the Chromo Seed Shark for now. All right, discard those to Psychic Frog. All right, can I get a Time Walk off this? That'd be nice. No, but Thieving Skydiver's not bad. Can't use the Fallen Shinobi quite yet, but that is okay. That Mana Drain draw was really something. How are we looking here? Well, Frog is probably a bit of a problem. Next turn, it would be really nice to get to Skydive or something. Especially if Salvato was tapped out, so I could steal like the Thopter Foundry and not have him sacrifice it, but I don't think that's super likely. Pillage the Bog, okay. Kicking things off with Pillage the Bog when you've got 7 cards in hand is a bit of a sign of weakness, I will say. And obviously if it's just like Sword is the next thing, yeah, that'd be annoying, but hopefully he doesn't draw that. Council's Judgment is also a pretty nice answer to Thopter Sword, so I'd probably just fire that off. Currency Converter. Okay. Black Source is nice. So if I attack with Frog, might get blocked, might not. I could start with Council's Judgment, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go Council's Judgment. And my intent here, I think, is to get the Thopter Foundry, because if I get that thing off the board, it not only has utility here in sacking random artifacts, it makes like my Thieving Skydiver a little worse. It also just not having to worry about the Thopter Sword combo ever is really valuable. So I think I'm just going to fire this off. All right, vote for Thopter Foundry. And then I'm going to attack with Psychic Frog and see what's up. Taking it? All right, I don't think I need to discard here. Draw. Mana Leak. Yeah, I guess I'll just pass now with Mana Leak and Fairy Mastermind up. That seems reasonable. Currency Converter, sure. That doesn't bother me too much. Maybe he has Echo Vions to discard, because he keeps forcing pitching Leovold, but he does have Leovold, Echo Vions, Time Spiral, I guess Shieldred Jar, like kind of like draw 7 stuff going on too. But I've got Mana Leak. I'm also happy to play Fairy Mastermind and then threaten a Fallen Shinobi next turn. No plays, huh? Okay, well, somehow I've gotten myself into quite a mana disadvantage. I guess Salvato made up for the missing land drops very quickly. Let's just play Fairy Mastermind. If we get like Mystic Confluenced here, then just so be it. I can't do much about that. What would it even be? Mystic Confluence, counter, and bounce my other 2 creatures or something? No, then I just replay them. If I ever draw Time Walk with the Snapcaster in hand, I assume I'm going to win really easily. And Salvato's got to be scared of the Time Walk too, which is nice. All right, this looks like Mystic Confluence. Yep, bounce, bounce. All right. Seed Shark is back, but probably doesn't have that many things. Oh, Palace Jailer. Yeah, that's still... The Palace Jailer is still not great. I think what I want to do... I've got a lot of options. The Mana Leak is not looking that good, so I'm not actually sure I want to keep Mana Leak around. I could... I've got a lot of options here. So I could go Skydiver X equals 2, steal Smuggler's Copter, which would make the Palace Jailer a lot stronger. Okay, I think I'll lead with that. And I've got Mana Leak up here if that matters, though. I don't think Salvato's on another counterspell here. I guess, oh, he did. He had Force of Will with the Seed Shark around. Yeah, all right, well, I'll Mana Leak it because I still think that's better to do. Currency Converter. Well, it's not enough mana to counter it unless he has another counter. Really? All right. He's Mystic Confluence plus Force of Will plus Mana Drain. I guess that's what he had, huh? Yeah, I think I'm pretty dead now. Because I'm getting hit for like 7, 10 Shieldred. Yeah, all right. What a game, huh? I don't think I want Displacer Kitten. He's Dark Confidant, except he has like Fatal Push still. Oust against Shieldred or Chrome Host Seed Shark, still fine, I think. All right. I'm on the play. I got worked by Force of Will that game. He Force of Willed twice. Both times it was sick. All right, I will keep this hand. This hand is an early Larcenist, so if this is one of the draws where he has turn 1 Converter, I wouldn't mind it too much. I'm going to pass. I don't think I want to play Larcenist yet. He's got a lot of decent Larcenist targets. All right. Well, I'm going to play Palace Jailer and hope it resolves, I guess. Okay, it did. And hope no Malcolm. No, Shield Jazetic. That I'm okay with. Okay. I have the Monarch. Things are looking good. Turn 3 Monarch. He didn't have a fast draw. Kaito. Make a ninja. Okay. I am going to go... Let's see. I think I'm going to go Kite Sail Larcenist on the ninja token. And then Psychic Frog. And now we've threatened Kaito. And, oh man, Stern Scolding could have actually gotten me bad there. I guess I didn't think about the ordering. I guess I didn't want the frog to get Force of Willed, but yeah, I guess the presence of Stern Scolding might. Oh no, it was tapped. No, the ninja wasn't tapped. It was summoning sick though. No, because it was a token. Yeah, I should have done it the other order, I think. Though I would have rather led with the one I wanted to get Force of Willed, which I would have rather the Larcenist get Force of Willed than the Psychic Frog. Luckily, didn't seem to have either. And now I've got Leyline Binding plus Oust, so I've got 2 decent removal spells. I can kill that Kaito, I think, fairly easily. But we'll see what Salvato plays. He's got 4 mana. I hope he just like slams a Shieldred or something. That I would oust for sure. Oh, Waterlogged Grove. So he discarded Forest and played Waterlogged Grove. So he must either want double blue or really want a cycling land. Oh, we're cycling here? That's got to be the worst hand I can imagine. Discarding your... Oh, I see. In order to Kite Sail Larcenist... I see it. It enables the Fatal Push. Well, I'm going to lose Monarch for a turn, but I'm going to oust that thing after. And then I'm going to kill... I'm actually going to kill both. I'm going to go Colonnade. Attack Kaito, attack Salvato. And discard Marsh Flats. I guess I could have played a different land. I would rather just deal more damage this way and then oust the token here. So I think basically if I went Colonnade at Kaito and Tog at Salvato, I'd be doing 1 damage. So I think discarding a card to deal 4 damage is worth it. Now I'm just going to attack with Frog. See what's up. Okay. Haven't played a land yet. I'm going to lead with Brainstorm. Okay, and I kind of don't want to get mana drained. Let's put back Deluge into Fairy, land. 6 mana. I guess I can just pass. I've got Leyline Binding up as an instant speed play. So, okay, I think Malcolm's fine because I've got a Celestial Colonnade to block Malcolm. So I will just do that. No reason to cast the Binding, I don't think. I mean, this could go wrong, but I feel like I've got good backup if it does. All right. Crushed his Spirit and finished 2-1. Whew. This deck was really good. I would have just been really bummed if I got crushed. And I didn't, I didn't end up doing too badly. Going 2-1, I'm totally fine with that. We got crushed still, but, that did happen. I don't think my teammates won a single match. Like, I actually don't think I'm exaggerating. They literally didn't. We finished 2-7. All right. Well, I got my 2. And I mean, this is a nice little blue-white deck, Splashing Shinobi. Overlord seems to be pretty solid still. Displacer Kitten seems to be terrible. I like Silent Hall Creeper. That's a nice one. And yeah, this deck played out nicely. So good finish despite a rocky start. And I'm excited going into the next draft. So you got to be back tomorrow for that one. I appreciate you hanging out. Enough days in a row of Time Walk and Mox to finally get some wins. Maybe tomorrow I'll open the Time Walk and 2 Moxes and get 3 wins. That'd be even better. All right, well, that'll do it for today. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel and you won't miss a single draft.